Hello and welcome, Aquarius, to your higher timeline messages. So there will be an extended that's available in my Patreon extended videos only membership, which is linked below. Remember, this is collective in general, so receive what aligns, release what doesn't. Don't give your power away to a reading or an outcome, okay? Because you are a powerful creator and you create your timeline with your free will choice. So Aquarius, your higher timeline's lovely. It really is. I kind of want to start with the scenes here. Okay, we have the garden energy, floral delights, gardening joy, blossoming colors, plant care. So for some of you, it's, having a beautiful garden or going to a beautiful garden space, being surrounded by flowers and beauty. Some of you, it represents your life blooming, your passions, your enjoyment, your projects, your creativity is in full bloom. We also have the winding path, curving trail, twisting route, meandering passage. The meandering energy that's coming through here is like there's no rush. Like you're trusting in the flow and the timing of your life. You're not stressed about what's around the bend, right? You're excited about it. Some of you too, it's higher education. We have classroom learning, knowledge acquisition. So, it's a higher learning or becoming some sort of teacher here in your experience. So we start out too, Aquarius, with the Ace of Cups. All right, so there's a sense of peace that things are working out for you. What you're putting your time and energy into is blooming, is blossoming. You're bringing life to many things in your experience because your heart is full. It's overflowing with joy, with love, with fulfillment. And whatever's pouring out, those around you, nature, animals, the people, your projects are all benefiting from this Ace of Cups energy. And we have the Knight of Cups. So in your higher timeline, you're meeting somebody that is head over heels for you and that you love too if you're not already in connection with. The Knight of Cups energy here is that dreamy knight, someone who comes forward offering their emotions, and it's like this bubble love or like this kind of honeymoon sort of energy, right? There's a lot of joy and kind of like a giggly energy coming through here. Then we have the Eight of Swords and the Ten of Cups. So on this higher timeline, you don't feel excluded. You don't feel like you're an outsider. You feel like you're on your higher timeline. You're with your people. You're with your tribe, if you will. You're surrounded by energies that love and support you on your higher timeline, not those that exclude you or keep you stuck or feed your fears or your doubts. You also have a lot of options with the Seven of Cups energy here, right? And the Three of Pentacles. So there are a lot of energies that want to work with you, that want to collaborate with you. So I feel like for many of you that has to do with your career or, the seeds that you've planted, again, with that garden energy blooming here with that Three of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups. But there's this freedom of choice, of free will choice here on this higher timeline. And then we have the Four of Pentacles where it's like, the value of your time and your energy, and you're not going to be giving that away to just anyone, right? With that Four of Pentacles energy, you're keeping your energy or your treasures secret and safe is what is coming through here, okay? If you know the line from the movie from which that quote is, put it in the comments. I would love to know. So Aquarius, yeah, this Four of Pentacles, you're not going to be overgiving. You might have been overgiving before. Now it feels like you're receiving in abundance because we also have inflow with money. So you are in flow with abundance at this time. You've maybe healed or cleared some energy blocks when it comes to your money, your finances. And we have raw intention. So that tells me that you're very clear and passionate about what you want to create, about this timeline, about the connections that you want to have, about the people and the energies that you desire to have around you, right? You're calling it in here, okay? And I think too, with that Eight of Swords, like you're even using material from older timelines to bring in alchemy, transformation, to bring in wisdom, to bring in value. You're even kind of grateful for those challenges that you went through, or those opponents that you faced that have now led you to this higher timeline, to this Ten of Cups. The contrasts that you've experienced has now led you to what you truly desire, right? So there's a lot of gratitude and appreciation also on this higher timeline. Okay, that's something else that's coming through here. And I do feel like, again, we have in being in flow with money, there's that sense of a relaxation when it comes to your finances or your career. You might have many different projects that you have started or collaborations. You're feeling incredibly creative. You're taking your time. There's no rush here for you, Aquarius. But yes, with that Three of Pentacles, it's not that you're doing this alone, right? You are establishing something or you are working on a project with others. So you are bringing together a team here, right? You're bringing together a team and surrounding yourself with the best energies and calling in beautiful love or dating experiences. If you're not interested in being in a committed relationship, you're calling in beautiful dating experiences. And what's interesting is with that Knight of Cups, there's a shark in the water there. So there's like a little bit of a kind of daunting energy for someone to approach you, that even though you're this beautiful, fulfilled, Ace of Cups energy, right? And incredibly tempting. And, I would say this knight's quite thirsty. Um, there's still this sense of like them having to prove themselves or them having to be courageous in order to approach you here from what I'm seeing. But you're already aligning with this higher timeline, I feel like, for your career and for, your romantic life as well. I do feel like, Aquarius, when you meet someone like and you align with them romantically, they're like, you're the treasure. Okay, you're the treasure that they want to keep secret, not keep secret, but keep safe, right? Like, that's my Aquarius. That's my treasure. Oh gosh, that's kind of funny. All right. So we also have, for the Wild Woman wisdom, we have heed your wisdom. And that's why you are looking at these challenges, obstacles. You're drawing inspiration from your doubts and your fears in situations where maybe you felt stuck. For some of you, it could be that you've worked on healing quite a lot around your heart space, or again, with your relationship with money, with abundance. And you're using that maybe to create, with the school energy, to create courses or classes for people to learn how to overcome their money blocks. Or for some of you, maybe it's gardening, that's your passion, right? And you're creating that. But I'm so relaxed. Like, this is such a relaxed and beautiful energy. And look at all of the wisdom that you've acquired. Some of you have done past life healing, right? Or you've accessed your past lives to bring forth the wisdom from your past lives. And it's just really made your life and you as a being on this earth more compassionate, wise. Again, look, the flowers blooming, especially roses, like roses blooming. It could be like those light pink roses are a symbol for you, or yellow. Okay. But more so looks like light pink roses here that are just kind of pale. But do you see also with the owls, you have that wisdom again from those past lives, but also from your guides. You're very connected in with your guides, your ancestors. Okay, with that owl energy, like they help you see through the dark, they help you see through deception, they help you trust in your own intuition, right? And not doubt yourself, because you did move through some fears here in order to reach this higher timeline. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and read this. We also have the number 6, which is nice and balanced. So I feel like your experience is balanced here. We have owls are the traditional messengers of wisdom and bring to us the powers of both inner and outer sight. Wisdom is not found in temples or universities, but in the sanctuary of the human soul. Through dreams, reflection, and contemplation, we court the messages that wish to impart their wisdom directly into our being. And when we listen deeply, Wild Woman rises. So you have been a student of the soul, right? You have taken a lot of time to study your soul, your journey, your experiences, your challenges, your blocks, your karma, your lessons. Like, you have moved through so much here, and you have such a wealth of knowledge, right? Of wisdom, of experience, and an extraordinary amount of value to create from, because it's embodied in you. It's not just you took a class on it, now you're the expert, right? You went through the experience, you embodied, you learned, you integrated, right? And so the way in which you're showing up is very authentic here. Okay. So you have this level of confidence as well on this higher timeline, Aquarius, okay? So we're going to go ahead and get into the extended. The extended, we're going to look into your love life a little bit more, get a bit deeper into these energies. So if you're leaving me here, you know, as always, receive what aligns, release what does not align with you. And if you're continuing to the extended, well, I will see you soon. Thank you so much. Take the best care of yourself.